This is Viji'sVeggieVignettes here. I have been promising everybody about this delicious recipe that I'm going to be doing, and people have been asking me about it because this is something that I have been teaching to all my Japanese friends when they come. This one is something very special to my heart. It is the best prasad ever we do in our community. It is the kuzhakattais or the modaks, the sweet one and the spicy one. This is something that's been in my mind for a very long time. So today I'm starting off with the modaks, okay? For a detailed explanation of the kuzhakattai, of all the three kuzhakattais which I'm going to be showing one after the other, 3 different videos, please go to the description box below and all the measurements will be given there. It's very important that you look at the measurements. I have explained, but my explanation is not so perfect. I might have, deviated to some other topic before I talk about the measurements. So I would want you to go to the description box below and look at all the measurements and then try these recipes. They are super easy to make. So some of you may ask me the question, what is the kind of rice you use to make these kuzhakattais? So I will tell you the South Indian raw rice variety. That would be 3 kinds which will definitely be available, at least one of them, in your nearby Indian groceries, or it's available online too. They are Nellore raw rice, Ponni raw rice, and Sona Masoor raw rice. Any one of these work very well to make these kuzhakattais. Before I do anything else, I'm going to be telling you what I did to soak the rice for the filling. So this is the rice that I soaked for some time. I wanted to show you, so I didn't do it together. Now this one is already done. So for 1 cup of rice, I add 2 cups of water, which means 1 3/4 cup of water and 1/4 cup of milk. The milk gives the extra color and the softness. Let's see how we do it. A little salt and oil. I add sesame oil and a little salt. You have to stir it continuously. But this has to become thick like a dough. To make rotis or something, you make a dough, so it has to have that thickness. You can see the slight lumps here. Keep it on a medium flame and start stirring it. You clean all the corners and take it into this. So just look at this. You get it in the center and it sticks on the ladle all around. Wet your fingers, touch it and see that it doesn't stick to your fingers. I will take this out and empty it into this bowl. This is perfect. Close this with a wet cloth and keep this aside. So I'll wash this and then I'll tell you the next step. I've taken a clean pan. I will add very little water because I need to melt this jaggery. It could have some scum or something. I would like to filter it. இதை ஃபஸ்ட்டு வடிகட்டி எடுத்துட்டு கொஞ்சம் குப்பை இருக்கும். A little more. My breaking into Tamil is for people who can understand that well. And I'm going to strain this here. Now the pan is ready. To this goes the coconut. You can add a little more water. It'll take a little more time for it to get ready. இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் தண்ணி வேணாலும் கலக்கலாம், அது இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நேரம் ஆகும். So consistently stir it so it doesn't stick to the bottom and become brown. So that will caramelize, and that's not good for the filling. These are very, very important steps. So just follow me to the T. இது வந்து அந்த தண்ணியோட பளபளப்பு இருக்கக்கூடாது, இந்த பாகோட பளபளப்பு தான் தெரியணும். அந்த வரைக்கும் இதை கலரின்னு இருக்கணும். You see, it's pretty sticky. At this stage, I'll add a little bit of ghee, yes, and then cardamom powder. This is homemade cardamom powder in the sense I have made a powder of it with the skin. So do not buy the cardamom powder from the store because it's old and it might not have that really great flavor. Don't stir too much because it might become brittle and hard. It has to be just soft and sticky to make a round ball. ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தி பண்ணாக்க அது வந்து ரொம்ப ஹார்ட் ஆகிடும். இது வந்து கரெக்டாக இருக்கணும். ஸோ தட் அது வந்து ஈர கையில் தொட்டோன்னா ஒட்டாது அண்ட் நல்லா ஜவு ஜவுன்னு ஒரு பால் ஆகும். My explanation is as clear, so even a novice should be able to make it, because I took years to learn this, and I decided if I teach well enough for a lay person to understand. See, when it cools, it becomes even better to handle. So here we go. I will take a little oil in my hand and I will mix it up well. Make sure there are no lumps anywhere. I'm going to show you the process of making these tiny balls. I actually make tiny balls for the sweet filling. My help in the kitchen, Shanti, who's been with me for 37 years now, she always helps me with these things, because this is something, when you do this on Lord Ganesha's birthday, you need help. It's cooled a little bit, and here, see how sticky it becomes. This is the proper stickiness. It shouldn't become brittle, you have to remove before that. Okay, I put it inside, and idoda kuda chinnada pannalam. Idoda kuda. See, this itself is large. See, make sure that it doesn't tear anywhere. So you take it round and round and round like this. It can be flat, you can make into a cup, whatever is convenient for you, you can do that, because you can still fill it up. I need the transparency here. Very important for this sweet filling. The more I make it round and round and round, you get some extra dough that comes on the top. I pinch it off. We call it a horn in Tamil. இது கொம்பு, இது இப்படி சுற்றி வந்துட்டே இருந்தால் இது கண்ணுக்கு தெரியும். இது இந்த மாதிரி, இது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அந்த எக்ஸ்ட்ரா மாவு வந்து மேலே வரும், மேலே வந்துட்டு அதை கிள்ளி எடுத்துடணும். One. So you can either make it as a cup like this if you can get it, or as a flat round ball like this. Take it out and make it more flat, and with a little oil make it a little greasy, and then you do this. This dough will not stick to your hand. Here you go. இதோட பெருசு எல்லாரும் நிறைய பண்ணுவா. எங்கள் ஆத்தில் இது பண்ணுறதில்ல. எங்கள் ஆத்தில் குட்டி குட்டியாக பண்ணுவோம். கொஞ்சம் நேரம் ஆகும், பட் ஆனால் அழகாக இருக்கும் பார்க்க. This is the way. I'll do one more, show it to you, and then complete the rest of it. It is just a labor of love, pure love and devotion. This is ready. Here you go. You can make it into a flat, thin plate, or you can make it into a cup like this. கையில் ஒட்டுறது காரணம் வந்து இந்த பால்னால. இந்த பால் ரொம்ப சாஃப்டாக இருக்கும், வெள்ளை கலர் வேற தரும். The milk also gives that white color to this modaks. You're going to get more of the transparency outside, and then it has one little tiny bit, teeny weeny bit of the horn on the top. இதே மாதிரி வரணும். You have to get this transparency outside. You cannot have a thick outer covering at all. You press it down like this and then start. See how beautifully it's happening. This is magical. That is why I love doing this for the Lord. This is the best ever prasad you can do for God. I believe that. And once you master this, it's so easy to master when you just know the steps and how exactly do it. It's just the method. That's it. It gets thinner and you keep turning it round and round and round here. Shanti has been helping me for 37 years now, and she cooks very well. And she's a huge help to me in the kitchen. Many things on my cooking passion will not be possible without her help. So I've got to acknowledge the fact that she's a great help for me. So the bottom part has to get thin. Otherwise, you won't get the transparency so well. Adila vandu sannamanu, so nadula. Adha panikkanum. Here. So I'm going to grease this. This has water under, and I'm going to steam it. Then this will be done in just about 10 minutes because it's a small size. This is a wonderful steamer which you get in the US on Amazon too. You can order it on Amazon. It is very, very good. So we will steam it. If you notice, this is actually done. Very well steamed. Now I'm going to allow it to cool before I put it in another dish because it will stick since it's still fresh when it's steamed. So idu konjam aarinapram dhaan eduthu oru kinnathula poduven. Ippave potenna ottikkum kinnathula. Most divine food of all. Offer it to God with all your love and devotion, and I know He will bless you immensely because you have put in all your love to do that. So try the sweet filling at home, the sweet modaks, the sweet kuzhakattais. I have taught you exactly where you would go wrong and how you can make it into a perfect dish. It's very important for me that you learn it correctly because for me, this is the most important offering that we make to our favorite Lord. And this is the tastiest, most important, and people always feel challenged to make it at home and they order it from outside, from chefs who make it at home and get it. That does not turn out like the way you do because you pour in a lot of love and do this, and it turns out so well. And God is indeed pleased when you do it that way. So enjoy making it at home. And in my subsequent videos, I'm going to be showing you the spicy filling. And in the third video, I'm going to show you one more nice rice, steamed rice balls, which we make out of this. So in the meantime, subscribe to my channel, like and view it. And pass it on to all your friends through WhatsApp, and that will be a huge thing for me, and they can learn how to make this dish perfectly well. Okay, until I meet you the next time with the next video, this is Viji'sVeggieVignettes signing off. Bye.